into the trillions of dollars, when we look at the way that Australia can complement that, whether it's with education, whether that's with raw materials, either in the mining sector or in our agricultural sector, whether we're looking towards things like the technology that we use in farm and agriculture here and how that can be transported and utilised in India, and the production, manufacturing capabilities in India, the way to take innovation into commercialisation in India. It means that there are enormous amounts of opportunity for both Australian businesses and Indian businesses to work together, not for the benefit of one individual company, and certainly not in a purely transactional sense, but in a mutually beneficial way where we can genuinely come together and work together to grow the economies of both countries and to uplift the opportunities that exist for our relative populations. So I'm very, very excited about this evening. I'm very, very excited to listen to the wisdom of the ministers that have come here to join us. And thank you so much to the industry partners. Thank you to AIBC, Irfan in particular, for all his tireless efforts in making these connections happen. And for the people who are in the room here today who are going to make this happen, we have now that we have reached India as being the second highest migration rate, we have built the human bridge that is the final piece of the puzzle that's been required to make these opportunities work. So I encourage each and every one of you to walk away from this room after your prayers for prosperity this evening, then start working on ways on how we can collaborate together, how we can make the dream and the concept come to realisation. Thank you.
Thank you, Warren, and thank you for those insightful words and impactful call to action. And we'll look forward to again visiting India together with the business delegates to make some of those impacts happen as well. Thank you. Definitely. First landing into Vizag. Yeah. Thank you. Now I invite the Honourable Minister Andrew Giles, the Minister of Skills and Training, Australian Federal Government, to share his thoughts and insights.
Thank you very much, Irfan. It's a great pleasure to be here. I want to begin my remarks too by recognising the Gadigal people as the traditional custodians of the land on which we're gathered, and paying my respects to elders past, present and those who are emerging too. Minister Lokesh, it's a great honour to have spent some time with you today, and I really do look forward to hearing your more formal remarks this evening. It's a privilege to be part of the conversations that we are having. As Warren was suggesting, and indeed as Irfan said, many of the opportunities between our two countries will be navigated not just at national level and not just at business to business level, but through the considered engagement of subnational governments who understand their regions, their economies and their labour markets. And having read a little bit about the success story of Andhra Pradesh in recent days, it was wonderful to hear you talk us with such enthusiasm about what has been done, but more particularly for what is to be done, and to think about the shared opportunities that presents. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing from you, and we'll try and keep my remarks brief so we get to you quickly, Minister. I know that Warren and I think it's Justin, I'm not sure if we've met before, and of course my friend Charisma are here from the New South Wales Parliament. I can say this, that while I'm obviously not a New South Wales parliamentarian, becoming the chair or co-chair of the Parliamentary Friends of India is as fought over as a cabinet position in the federal parliament, and perhaps that's something that can be taken away. On that, I want to recognise my old friend, my young friend, former Minister Alan Griffin, as well as all the other dignitaries here. It's an absolute pleasure to be here at the AIBC. It's my second AIBC education event in as many months. I'm not sure what's planned for November. And it is wonderful to be able to welcome you, Minister Lokesh, for this event. To think about the reputation that you've built for your government's transformative work, particularly in terms of technology, real-time government. There's a lot for us to think about here, and human resource advancement in Andhra Pradesh. And I think everyone in this room appreciates the opportunity we have to draw on your experience and to think about where it might take our bilateral arrangements. I want to also acknowledge the really critical role the AIBC has been playing for 40 years in building understanding and building connection. I don't think it's something that really can be overstated. And I think the energy that the AOBC has right around the country right now is infectious. I think there would be a delegation from an Indian state here at least every second week at the moment, and conversations around that are happening non-stop around the country. The business-to-business links are being reinforced by a deeper understanding, and that's in large part due to the work of the AOBC. Now, if I turn briefly to the skills landscape in Australia, the one thing I really want to emphasise is that our view is simply this. Education and training are absolutely key to building economic prosperity for Australia, and we believe that that is the case for India too. We share many things as nations, but in particular right now we have the privilege to share the fastest growing region in human history, and that brings with it the opportunity to make the most of it for all of our communities. That's really, I think, what brings us together here. It's why we also, in the Albanese government, deeply value the incredibly diverse and large, by Australian standards at least, diaspora communities that add so much to the colour and movement of every Australian community. I think I'm not alone in seeing, obviously, tonight's as being just one part of an ongoing Diwali that seems to stretch for about half the year. But I do wish everyone a happy Diwali, and perhaps I can say to our visitors from India, Diwali is not simply an event for the diaspora community, it's a significant event for every Australian, and I think that speaks more eloquently than to any words we can put on paper about our relationship as countries and as people. Now, I think about the government of Andhra Pradesh as having identified a number of priority issues for collaboration in education and skilling, particularly renewables and the green economy, and secondary and higher education. We've talked also a lot about agriculture too. So I think there are real opportunities because these all resonate strongly with our priorities in the Albanese government, particularly our focus on our clean energy workforce as we approach a similar challenge, although not on a similar scale, it must be said. And looking at skills more broadly, what we have been doing, and Warren touched on this, is how we can work with partners to tackle skills challenges domestically and abroad. I think we can say that we've made significant progress in that regard, in particular by building more cooperative arrangements at a national level, working with our partners in the states and territories through the $30 billion National Skills Agreement, as well as through rolling out free TAFE to deliver training in areas of need. So what I'm trying to do is effectively to emulate what you and your Chief Minister have been doing for quite some time, to use the role of skills and training and the levers that are available to me to look to identify problems and then to solve them by bringing people together in that shared understanding. And I think there are so many opportunities to take this conversation forward. I note that, of course, India, amongst its other attributes, is one of the youngest democracies on the planet. 2/3 of the population under the age of 35, which to me now seems very, very, very young. There's obviously a huge group who are already or about to become the next generation of skilled workers, ready to embrace opportunities their parents couldn't have dreamed of, and those that we can't yet imagine too. And I do think that Australia's vet sector and our higher education sector too are well positioned to be part of this extraordinary transformation of workforce. And that's something that we need to think about through effective engagement and listening, through forums like this, through industry partnerships, and through deepening our people-to-people links more broadly. Because the mutual understanding that is really fundamental to international education is something that can only strengthen the friendships that exist between our countries and their people and deepen the understanding about where we can meet shared needs. And I'm really excited to furthering these connections later in the year when I travel to India with Minister Clare and Assistant Minister Hill. I thank the Minister here for suggesting some minor alterations to my travel schedule, which I'm not sure we can accommodate this time, but we'll see. I think it really is an important opportunity for our countries to discuss in depth, you can only do in a face-to-face setting, how we can realise the opportunities and stare down the challenges that we face. I'm really proud that Australia is and must remain a tertiary education partner of choice. India is Australia's top country for international vet student enrolments. About 1 in 5 of our enrolments are people from India. These students, and even more so I might say, the graduates, are valued members of our classrooms, our communities and our workplaces. And I'm really confident this will only grow through the comprehensive strategic partnership. I look to India's national education policy, only 5 years old now, but a very meaningful document. The internationalisation of education provides deep collaboration opportunities for institutions at both ends. I'm really focused on how Australian vet providers in particular can play a role in meeting the extraordinary skills challenge that you grapple with every day in Andhra Pradesh. A labour market that's rapidly changing and a volume of people entering that labour market that I find hard to imagine. And for me, I do recognise, on the one hand, we have a vet system that is globally recognised. And we're very proud, but we also acknowledge the challenges that we face. I think recognising those challenges domestically and the opportunities internationally can provide a great synergy for us to realise all of these opportunities. So I'm very keen to hear from you, Minister, and I'll end my remarks now, because hearing from you, having the perspective of your government brought to Australia, brought to this beautiful room in Sydney, is fundamental, from my point of view, to making sure that the Australian skills and training system can be all that it can be for people who come to Australia, and sending skills offshore as well, but also so that we can more profoundly deepen the relationship and understanding between our people, which I think is fundamental to the future that we both would like to see. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister Giles, for your insightful words. And I think that strong reinforcement of partnership, recognizing the strengths and the opportunities to forge this relationship on, led by the skills opportunity is a key here. And I think it's a long-term opportunity that we want to share and, leverage. Thank you again, Minister, for your words. Before we hear from the Honourable Minister, Minister Nara Lokesh, we do have a short presentation on the CII Partnership Summit 2025, which is again really showcasing the opportunities in Andhra Pradesh. So to present and showcase the CII Partnership Summit, I've got Mr. Praveen Singh, the Associate Vice President of Andhra Pradesh Economic Development Board, to share some of those insights and the presentation as well. Over to you, Praveen. I'll sit from there. Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to acknowledge the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land, and pay my respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. It is my privilege to be here in this iconic and historical place. Leaders, innovators, institutions who share our belief in sustainable and inclusive growth. Today, I bring to you the story of Andhra Pradesh, a coastal, connected, and competitive state that is emerging as India's new economic powerhouse. With a thriving GSDP of $180 billion, deep policy reforms, strategic sectoral opportunities, Andhra Pradesh invites Australian investors to join hands as partners in our next leap of growth. We are fully aligned with India's national vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047, but Andhra Pradesh adds its own bold vision, Swan Andhra Vision 2047. Our national goals are ambitious: a 32 trillion economy, a 6 trillion in exports, 10% of global share, and $20,000 per capita income. Andhra Pradesh contribution will be significant through value-added manufacturing, future-ready infrastructure, equitable growth across districts. Our transformation is mapped across economic and social indicators with defined targets by 2047. Literacy will move from 72% to 100%. Female labor force participation will rise from 36% to over 60%. Skilled workforce to over 95%. Urbanization to 80%. Economically, GSDP to $2.4 trillion. Per capita GSDP to over $42,000. Merchandise exports to 450 billion, and renewable energy share from 35% to over 75%. These are not projections. These are milestones with live policy tracking. Andhra Pradesh economic model is anchored on 7 powerful pillars that reflect both intent and action. Policy framework, over 25 active policies across sectors ensure clarity, speed, and investor assurance. World-class logistics with 6 ports, 3 industrial corridors, seamless highway railway connectivity. We offer among the lowest logistics cost in India. Amravati, a greenfield capital, designed as India's most modern capital city, built with smart and sustainable infrastructure. Future-ready workforce with a skilled database covering 3.5 crore citizens and 200 plus hubs aligned to sectors like AI, clean tech, and manufacturing. Quantum and deep tech, home to India's upcoming Quantum Valley. Green Energy Valley with 160 gigawatt of renewable energy potential. At the core of all this is our governance model led by Honorable Lokesh sir, powered by AI-driven, tech-enabled workflows, ensuring real-time monitoring, predictive action, investor-first service delivery. Industrial Policy 4.0 serves as the overarching framework guiding Andhra Pradesh economic transformation. Our reforms are built on 6 principles: speed, product quality, low logistics cost, employment generation, tech readiness, and circularity. Climate action policies include clean mobility, included renewable energy and waste to value recycling initiatives. Sectoral policies span across aerospace, food processing, MSMEs, tourism, minerals, and sports. Technology-focused policies support drones, electronics, semiconductors, space, data centers, and innovation ecosystems. Andhra Pradesh is also India's maritime gateway to the east, with over 1,000 kilometers of coastline, the second longest in India. Our plan is to have port, shipyard, or a harbor every 50 kilometers. Key ports include Visakhapatnam, Kakinada Gateway, Gangavaram, Machilipatnam, Krishnapatnam, Ramyapatnam, Mulapeta. Australia as a maritime economy will find strategic logistics and shipbuilding opportunities here. Andhra Pradesh is also creating global competitive aviation and aerospace cluster across Kurnool, Tirupati, Danakonda, and Madakasira. The Civil Aviation University at Bhogapuram will train more than 5,000 aviation professionals annually. From drone manufacturing to sustainable aviation fuel, AP is ready to partner with Australian OEMs, training academies, and MRO majors. AP also offers a massive land bank of over 41,000 acres aligned with the 3 industrial corridors, which is no other state in India is having in the country, which is government-approved industrial corridors. Visakhapatnam, Chennai Industrial Corridor, Chennai-Bangalore Industrial Corridor, Hyderabad-Bangalore Industrial Corridor. This land is ready with utilities, zoning, and trunk infrastructure, ideal for plug-and-play projects. We have also identified high-potential clusters in petrochemicals, which is in Mulapeta and Krishnapatnam, food processing, Rayalaseema and Godavari Belt, iron and steel, Kadapa and Anantapur, pharma and medtech, Visakhapatnam, electronics, Tirupati, Koparthi. These are the names, but these are the clusters which we are developing in the state. Renewable energy in Anantapur, Kurnool, and Kadapa. Each cluster is policy-backed and investment-ready. Amravati is being built on a model capital city, combining strategic location, thematic city zoning, world-class institutions, smart infrastructure and utilities, with access to highways, ports and airports. Amravati offers a compelling destination for urban innovation and administration. Andhra Pradesh is also one of the first Indian states to commission a green hydrogen valley with goals across indigenous hydrogen manufacturing, clean fuel-based startups, R&D clusters, and global academia collaboration with 160 plus gigawatt of RE potential. This is a natural fit for global clean energy firms from Australia. AP's tourism sector is unlocking huge potential. 10,000 plus hotel keys, 1.5 lakh plus women-led homestays, 20,000 to 50,000 new rooms by 2029. Private investment target is $2.9 billion by 2029. Tourism GVA doubling from 4.6% to 8%, connected by a single tourism super app. From wildlife and temples to Buddhist trails and beaches, we are unmatched in natural and spiritual tourism. Now Visakhapatnam, it's now a leading tier 2 tech hub with 48 universities, institutions, more than 25,000 affiliated colleges, over 38 million people in tech talent catchment. We are a budding capacity for GCCs, AI, analytics, and digital services, and invite Australia's tech and education institutions to co-create here. AP has a 38 million strong talent pool with over 25.2 million within the age of 15 to 39, ready for next generation employment. We are building a deep tech ready workforce through the Naipunyam Digital Skills Universe, a statewide skilling architecture. The ecosystem includes universities, skill hubs, digital platforms, mobile-based learning tools for maximum access. We are partnering with Infosys, Cisco, Oracle, Microsoft, and many more to align skills with global industry demand. Our goal is to match Industry 4.0 and AI era needs, more cloud and coding to cybersecurity and clean tech. Andhra Pradesh has conducted skill census in 2024, covering like 3.4 crore citizens across 1.8 crore households with Aadhaar-linked skill IDs. Institutional reforms include a new skill university, 26 skill colleges, and over 200 skill hubs backed by a budget of over 1,200 crores. Education reforms are aligned with national education policy, featuring bilingual learning, tribal inclusion, and a new 5-tier school model. Global partnerships include Oracle, IBM, Suzlon, and PMKVY. Sectors focus spans IT, wherein 4 lakh has been trained, manufacturing, wherein 94% of them has got a placement, green energy, and healthcare. Cumulative employment impact includes 28,000 placements, 15,000 skilled spoke jobs, and 9,400 crores in inclusive education support. In Vijayawada and Rajahmundry, we have launched the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub, which is focused on one family, one entrepreneur. Angel and VC access, corporate and educational partnerships, infrastructure, clean rooms, prototyping labs, Internet of Things. We welcome Australian accelerators and R&D groups to connect with this bottom-up entrepreneurship platform. Andhra Pradesh is pioneering governance 4.0, a data-driven, AI-enabled, and people-first model. A state data lake will unify all government data into a single source of truth, enabling cross-department insights. Our Aware Hub, going live by November 2025, will monitor 42 real-time parameters from satellites, drones, CCTVs, and Internet of Things IoT devices. The AI intelligence layer will detect patterns, trigger responses, and guide predictive governance. Citizens will access 700 plus public services via WhatsApp with real-time redressal going live by August 15th. It has already been live, sorry. Sorry. This is not a pilot, it's a quantum governance at scale, and Amaravati will lead India's transformation. In just past 12 months, AP has secured over 120 billion in investments with the potential to create 7 lakh jobs. These are across clean energy, electronics, food processing, and ports, and reflect real investor confidence in AP. I would like to invite all of you to the Partnership Summit 2025 to be held on 14 to 15 November. The venue is Visakhapatnam. This will be a landmark event showcasing project-ready pipelines, MOU signings, and global cooperation across industry and innovation. Let me conclude with a heartfelt invitation. Join us in building sustainable, inclusive, globally competitive, and innovation-led economy. Let us shape the next decade together as partners, collaborators, and chain makers. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveen ji. Thank you for sharing those insights. And one of the cues I will take is that is very visionary, is one family, one entrepreneur. Myself as well come through, entrepreneurship runs in my blood, I would say. That is an amazing vision of yourself and the Honorable Chief Minister. So we are definitely keen to partner on that. And really, I want to bring those accelerators and investment funds as well and scale-ups to leverage Andhra Pradesh as the soft landing, for destination for India or India market access. Thank you again, and really looking forward to joining you all at the CII Partnership Summit. Definitely, I'm looking forward to going and looking forward for the other businesses to join as well. So without much ado and without any further delay, I want to invite the Honorable Shri Nara Lokesh, the Minister for HRD and IT, Government of Andhra Pradesh, to address the gathering, and everyone's looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you again.
That's okay. A very good evening. Thank you very much for having me here. I would like to specifically thank the Honorable Minister Andrew for spending almost a better half of a day with me and sort of welcoming me and explaining to me how Australia works, especially on the skill side of things. So really appreciate your time. I'd like to also thank the Honorable Member of Parliament, Warren, who's here, Justin, who's also here, and Karishma. Thank you very much for hosting me. Wonderful place, historical building. Let's wait and watch whether democracy is really working or not. Interesting times we live in. So if Praveen has not done his job in convincing all of you, I'll take another shot at it. So I'll give you 3 specific reasons why you should look at Andhra Pradesh. One, the first one being is we have a leadership with a track record. So for those of you who don't know Mr. Naidu, this is his 4th term as Chief Minister. He's a 75-year-old young man. When you meet him, you'll understand it why I said he's young. He's very young at heart. He comes with abundance of energy. But what makes it different this time around is he's backed with a young team. So 50% of the legislatures are first-time MLAs. 17 out of the 25 ministers are first-time ministers. So he's backed with a very young team with a lot of fire in the belly to get things done. And that's what makes it different. And Mr. Naidu is the reason why Hyderabad is what it is today. And people who were kind enough to give him an opportunity to build a legacy all over again. And he's now doing it with the new Andhra Pradesh, a divided Andhra Pradesh. The second reason is speed of doing business. And I can give you 2 specific examples of it. One, I'm sure all of you have followed the Google's announcement. It's the single largest FDI investment in Indian history, and it's landed in Visakhapatnam. It's a greenfield data center that's getting built out there, and it's not only the data center, it's the whole the landing station, the sea landing cable station that's coming out there. And we are really excited about building the entire ecosystem. I've had an opportunity to meet a few of the data center developers here in Australia, and I've had the opportunity to invite them to Visakhapatnam. But we're really excited to build a larger ecosystem. And we got all this done in 13 months, which is 1 month more than what we agreed with Google on. And once we agree to work together, it's no longer your business, it's our business. And first thing you'll see getting created is a WhatsApp group. We love WhatsApp. So WhatsApp group gets created on a daily basis. We actually review these projects. So I'm on good 25 groups now. On a daily basis, projects are reviewed. There's an update that goes out from my office and the respective ministers, because these are all cross-functional. So one example is Reliance is investing big into CBG, compressed biogas project, where they're making compressed biogas from Napier grass. And I have the energy minister on the group. I have the minister for revenue, which is land, on the group, because they're going to take land on lease from government and actually want to grow grass. And on a daily basis, the project is updated. And if they don't update, then I get involved and say, what's the status update? Where are we? What's the target? Where do we stand? Another example of speed of doing business is the work that we've done with ArcelorMittal. ArcelorMittal is building India's largest steel plant, south of Visakhapatnam. And again, we got this done in 15 months. So from the day we agreed to agreeing on the incentives, getting the land done, environmental hearing, getting all the clearances. So this is not MOU. This is grounding. We are not here to sign papers. We are not here to do MOUs. We actually want to deliver on the field. So the 120 billion that was actually explained, and the marquee brands that are coming to invest, are all being grounded in our state. And the 120 billion have been agreed upon only in the last 16 months. So that's the pace at which we are moving in Andhra Pradesh. And if there's one thing that I can compete with the other states on, it's going to be speed of doing business. So in the past, you've heard of ease of doing business. So now we mean speed of doing business. There were days when we've cleared proposals in 3 days. So there are 3 layers where they get approved. One is SIPC and SIPB, and then the cabinet. It happened in 3 days. So that's the pace at which we're willing to work, and we're really excited of getting your business done in Andhra Pradesh. The third reason why you should consider Andhra Pradesh is we are a startup state. We are hungry. We're eager to get things done, and we can get things done as of yesterday. And as a political establishment, we are a regional party, but then we have national interests at heart. So we believe that we can positively influence policy at the federal level, which I believe which is good for the nation. And in the whole process, Andhra Pradesh has the first mover advantage. And this is not the first time we're doing it. We have done it in the past with privatization of airports, deregulation of the telecom sector. Mr. Naidu led the initiative around digital currency. And now we've done that in data centers. So we positively influence policy. And that's something that we can do. And that's what makes us very unique and different from other states. I'm sure quite a few states are eyeing for your investments. And I think it's very good. I always believe that if states compete, India wins. And that is the new India that we're talking about. And it's exciting times under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. Delivering the $30 trillion target will be done. No second thoughts about it. And in the process, Andhra Pradesh will be a $2.4 trillion economy. And as a state, we are leading a lot of the initiatives of Government of India from the front. So I'll give you an example. Labour reforms. We were specifically asked by Government of India whether we can spearhead. Out of the 9 reforms, we got 8 of them done in 15 days. 1-5, not 50. So we got it done. And the other one in the next cabinet, we're going to actually clear it. So we are leading from the front in terms of reforms. And Mr. Naidu believes that we should support reforms because that's the only way we can remove the shackles of bureaucracy on the state growth and governance. So that's what makes us very unique. I think these are 2 clear examples I've shared. And I love Visakhapatnam. For people who are familiar on the Indian territory, if Bangalore were to marry Goa and have a child, that will be Visakhapatnam. It's best of both worlds. It's exciting space. The greater Visakhapatnam economic corridor is slated to be a $1 trillion economy. So we are already planning for it. After the announcement of Google, there's so much of excitement, energy that has come in. And we've already started working on the greater economic region, planning all the hard and soft infrastructure that needs to come in, because we don't want to have the same trouble that our neighbors are having today. So it requires a certain amount of visionary leadership that, of course, we already have. And it's Mr. Naidu who's leading it from the front. So I invite all of you to please come down, spend 2 days with us. I think you'll be able to understand the raw energy we have. We have amazing speakers lined up. It's an amazing conference. While the greater part is going to be about Andhra Pradesh, it's still about India. And quite a few states are also coming, and they're going to also pitch their states. And what a better platform than Visakhapatnam, where other states can also pitch. And we'll showcase again new India, where states compete and the nation wins. So thank you very much for your time. I thought I'll make this more a dialogue than a monologue. So I'm here to take any questions that you have. Okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll give you the microphone.
Oh, that's okay, I can hear. Oh.
Share the microphone.
Sorry, I'm Shravan Kumar. How are you?
Great.
Yeah, so what makes the difference from the past government to yours? Because the pain I had personally with the investment, so-called, with the previous government, and then I lost my father, being fighting with legally, politically, everything. What makes the difference with your government then?
Well, people have spoken. We won 94% of the seats we contested.
Yeah.
It's a clear mandate given to us to create jobs. And we actually we made a promise that we're going to create 2 million jobs in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's a very bold promise, and that's why I'm here. That's what brings me to Australia. And I think day after tomorrow, the Honorable CM is going to UAE. We've done roadshows in Singapore. I was in London. We've done some very exciting work there. But see, one thing if you notice is that, yes, there was a little bit of pain in the last 5 years, but the policies that we created, or companies that landed in Andhra Pradesh between 14 and 19, Kia and few others, though they had challenges, but none of the incentives or the policies that we came could be overturned. Because whatever we do, the policies that we come out, have a strong institutional framework that stand the test of time and politics. So this is Mr. Naidu's 4th term. It's not his first term. He's a very seasoned politician. He understands the importance of system policies and ability to implement them. So if you've seen it in the past 10 years, 9.5 years of his, between 1995 to 2004, and then 14 to 19, and now, it comes with strong backing and policies. So that's what really helps. And the mandate is clear, 94%. I mean, it's with a lot of humility we take that, and we are here to deliver on our promises, which is to create jobs. And in the process, we'll end up creating a vibrant economy called Andhra Pradesh. Thank you. Yeah. We'll just finish, and if you have time, we'll come. Huh? Very kind of you.
Visionary activities 25 years ago. We tried getting all the government employees to do green programs. IT is just one of them. As well as, he was being criticized a lot at that time for getting a gold club.
He still is being criticized. Okay, that's, it's visionary's job to lead from the front, while critics will criticize, yes.
And that's what made Hyderabad was
Yep.
very excited, sir, that because he's back with this and next generation. My question to you personally, sir, is how do you keep up with managing your bosses and your father's expectations? Do you think you can outperform this expectations?
It's a good question.
Oh my God. I think I'll lose my job by the time I go back to Andhra Pradesh if I answer that question. So Mr. Naidu is an impatient politician. We jokingly say that if you can carry 10 kgs, he'll give you 12. If you can carry 12, he'll give you 15. So he ups the bar, but that's what makes it really exciting. And that's why you see a lot of youngsters working for him. And he mirrors the energy and the commitment that the Honorable Prime Minister has for the nation. And there's this new term called double engine Sarkar, which is double engine train government in India. It's called double engine government. That means it's the same government in the state and in the center. I say we have a double engine bullet train Sarkar, which is two engines bullet train government. Because you have Mr. Naidu and you have the Honorable Prime Minister. They bring raw energy and passion. Both of them are 75 years old, but you don't see that age on them. But we're leading from the front, and that's what makes it very unique and exciting. I think it's very difficult to live up to the expectations of Mr. Naidu because it's a moving goalpost. The closer you get, it keeps going. But it's a very rewarding experience. I've been working with him now for almost 12 years. I've joined his team in 2013, 12, 13 years now. It's been an exciting journey. It's been extremely rewarding because all the hard work is now paying off. An example of it is Google. We bought Vizag from being an old steel city to now a data city of the world, and bringing Vizag on the global map in terms of data connectivity. And this is just the beginning. When he set the goal of doing 6 gigawatts, when I came up with the policy, a lot of the critics said, you don't even have 6 megawatts. So where are you going to get 6 gigawatts of data center? Here we are, 16 months later with 1.5 gigawatt signed close. So SIFI 500 megawatts, a gigawatt of Google. And rest assured, I think in the next 18 months we'll finish 6 gigawatts. So that's the kind of energy that's there. And one of the reasons we're able to do it is, again, it's end-to-end, right? You saw the presentation where we spoke about renewable energy, world-class talent, and then, of course, the ecosystem. So renewable energy is big in Andhra. So we have the solar, wind, the pump storage, hydro projects that's going to power all these data centers. So I think that's what makes Andhra Pradesh very unique, because we can offer an end-to-end solution that I believe majority of Indian states cannot. So, thank you.
Not sure if we need the mic. Thank you. That was a lovely presentation to all of you. And thank you for addressing everybody. My name is Hemant Babbar. I'm with the IBC. Sir, firstly, congratulations on the $15 billion you've scored from Google. I hope that's just a start. You've been here for, some time now.
Yeah, 2 days.
2 days is pretty good.
Actually, 24 hours.
24 hours, okay.
Look at the time from I landed to where I am now. So
have you rested at all?
Well, I hope.
Where do you see, in your opinion, Australian businesses entering into Andhra Pradesh with what you've seen so far? And where do you see those opportunities aligning between the two countries?
I think that's a very good question. If you look at sectors like skill development is one sector that I saw there's great opportunity. Education, again, a lot of work that we can do together. Mining is a sector, of course, it's a natural sector for both Andhra Pradesh and Australia to work together. Parallelly, I've seen agri-tech as one of the areas that we can possibly collaborate. Today when I had a lunch with a few of the CEOs, one thing I said in agriculture is it's not just about wheat and corn. There's a lot more innovation that we can do around horticulture, sectors like mushroom, which today don't exist in Andhra Pradesh. So agri is a very, very big sector for us to sort of focus and collaborate. You do have a vibrant startup ecosystem. That's one thing. Through the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub, we can sort of collaborate, and India is an amazing launch pad in that sense. So these were a few of the sectors that we thought we can start working together on. Renewable energy, of course, is very something that we can build on. You have an amazing education system here around it. So sharing with the Honourable Minister here that green molecules, so taking renewable energy to green molecules is going to be very, very important for us as a state. So that's another area that we can collaborate. But I think the Economic Development Board shared opportunities around automotive, space, defense, drone, compressed biogas, aqua, quantum computing, pharma, medical devices manufacturing, steel. Now Russia is also investing big with their acquisition by Rusal of an alumina refinery in Andhra Pradesh, which is going to bring upstream and downstream industries also coming in. So I think Andhra Pradesh in that way is opening up across sectors, and that's what will make us very unique compared to other states in India.
Thank you, sir. Lovely. Thank you.
It's a very long answer for a short question.
Welcome to
Thank you.
welcome to Australia, sir. My name is Vish Vishwanathan. I am from Australia India Business Council, working with Mr. Irfan. As we have industry chapters. I'm very proud to lead this chapter called Make with India, encouraging Australian companies to make with India.
Yeah.
It is basically implementing Prime Minister's vision of Make in India.
Yeah.
So we want to implement that in Australia. So definitely it's a very welcome, that your visionary program for Andhra Pradesh. I mean, what we would like to suggest is, apart from the sectors one of the promising sectors which is definitely there is the health and pharmaceuticals.
Yep.
And then also defense and security is another area which a lot of potential is there. And the third one is the sports. As you know that Australia is also, we're going to have the Olympics, and there are many other games going to be happening in Brisbane. So that's another sector which you may like to consider. So together, as to assist you from Make in India point of view, we are there to assist you.
No, thank you for bringing up sports. I believe that's very important. It builds a lot of character and resilience. I'm getting an opportunity to meet quite a few of the universities and understanding the sports program. A few of them who are very specialized on sports, and I'm looking at actually bringing them to Andhra Pradesh and trying to build the entire ecosystem. Because as you know, India is predominantly about cricket, and we want to go beyond it. And that's one area we are looking forward to collaborating. Defense. The Economic Development Board presentation had defense as one of the focus areas. You'll be seeing announcements coming soon in that sector also. So we are very focused on that. And I believe on the power of clusterization, where vertical and horizontal integration is going to happen, where I believe that the ecosystem has to should be built within a certain amount of radius. And it should be end-to-end. It shouldn't be sporadic. It shouldn't be about just one company. So whenever I meet a Fortune 500 company, the question they ask is, what can I do for you? I'm like, give me a Rolodex of all your suppliers, because I want to go chase them. Then you'll have no other opportunity but come to Andhra Pradesh. So this is something I've asked quite a few of the companies, and they were gracious enough to give it to me. And now we're building that. We're doing that across defense, we're doing it across aerospace, we're doing it across space. Because there's a lot of private launch pads coming. So that's the vertical bit. And the horizontal bit, which I shared with the Honorable Minister today, is education, skills, testing. All this has to be common infra that we provide. So that's where I believe in the power of clusterization, and each district, which is the administrative unit in India, should be focused on one specific thrust area and build competencies around that. So that's what we're doing in Andhra Pradesh. And I believe that's what will make us unique compared to other states in India.
Wish you good luck.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Maybe we'll take 2 questions more.
Yeah.
No? Ladies first.
Okay.
No, ladies first. Ladies first.
Thank you, sir. It's very nice to hear a lot of insights. Myself, Dr. Tanima Banerjee, I'm a young scientist. I'm very much interested towards the women in STEM. I just wanted to know what are the opportunities in Andhra Pradesh in women in STEM, and if there is any scheme, and what are the new opportunities for the entrepreneurs, those who wants to connect with Andhra Pradesh government, and a lot of student exchange program and many other schemes if it is. So would like to hear from you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for bringing this up. For me, gender parity is very, very important. So we are actually are starting it from kindergarten. I've already done a bit of work in school education, where first grade, second grade textbooks, when you have household chores in that and their pictures, they only have women doing it. So we've changed it. We've made it 50-50. Sorry men, you have to pitch in. You have to clean up. So I believe in it. We're very passionate about it. And fundamental change happens through primary education. That enables, when you bring about these changes, it enables also women an opportunity to think beyond the traditional sectors. Historically, Andhra Pradesh has done better with women in STEM. as a political party, we take a lot of pride and credit for it, because the founder of the party actually created a university just for women, which is in Tirupati. Padmavati University is just for women in Tirupati. So Andhra Pradesh that way has done far better than other states of getting women more into IT and STEM in extension. I think we can do a lot more. I agree, exchange programs are important, and we had again an opportunity to talk with the Honourable Minister and few of your other political leadership here to explore those. In terms of entrepreneurship, that's where the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub comes. Today it was about a larger presentation, but Ratan Tata Innovation Hub is, the main hub is in Amravati, the main center, and then you have the nodes that are out in the major economic zones. They're all being mentored by industry. So the RTIH main hub is done by the Tatas themselves, one by Adani, one by JSW, one by Mega Engineering, one by Greenco, which is the largest renewable energy company in India. So that we got all of them to mentor, because it's not just about money. Especially for startups, they need mentoring, they need access to market. That's what we're doing. Yeah. And it's being led by a young IAS officer she's from IIT Kharagpur, who then went on to the Indian Administrative Service. So we've identified even administrative leadership that can support the political will to get things done. So we have aligned that. So with the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub, it's just the beginning, because I think we're a month old in RTIH, but we have a clear trajectory in terms of what we want to deliver. So again, I believe that will make us different.
So I also believe that if student exchange program can be happen, so Australian students could learn something new from the Indian students, and also Indian students can learn from the Australians. So this exchange will again will strong our bilateral relationship.
No, absolutely. I get asked this question a lot. As an alumni of Stanford Business School, a lot of Indians ask me, why Stanford? How is it different from an Indian business school? And one of the thing I say is that, when you go to a different culture and when you're surrounded by people from different parts of the world, you tend to appreciate things far better. Exactly. And you understand a lot of context with which questions are asked and the way people contribute to your classroom. And this is my first trip to Australia, and it's been now just over 30 hours since I've set foot on your soil, and I've learnt a lot. And I'm truly amazed with what Australia and Andhra Pradesh can learn and work together on. And on that note, I would also like to thank, where's Calvin? There he is. I would like to thank Calvin and the leadership here in Australia for having me down. Honestly, if not for you, I wouldn't have made it this far. But I think, they've really curated an experience. And I was actually asking my team, does India do this? Do we have a similar program? And we should actually do it. Even at state level, we should do it, where we are able to bring in thought leaders from across the world to come and visit. I think there's a lot to offer, a lot for us to learn, and a lot that we can offer to the world. So thank you.
Sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My name is Ram Gorlamandula. I'm an illustrious alumni of Sri Satsai Institute of Higher Learning, Puttaparthi.
Oh, nice.
And a resident of Kadapa, but been here for the last 2 decades.
Oh, wow.
So I run a multifamily office practice specifically focusing on helping Australian family offices to invest in high growth Indian startups.
Oh, nice.
We have invested not in unicorns, but unicorns were created 10 years ago. So we invested in minicorns, which are now unicorns.
Wow.
So we hold a few of them in our portfolio today. Based on my decade-long work across these markets, there are 3 or 4 major observations that I've made. One, for example, I do a lot of work with AMTZ in Vizag.
Yeah.
I've visited AMTZ many times and happens to be a co-alum who is currently chairing the zone there, Mr. Sharma.
Yeah.
So
Jitendra
Sharma. So I visit there quite often.
Exceptional individual.
Excellent. So one of the major things that I've realized is when we try to create a market access program for medical devices from AMTZ, biggest issue was regulatory approvals in Australia. If there is any way, as a representative of the government, that you could actually create a representative office for TGA, Therapeutic Goods Administration, in AMTZ's office.
Okay.
So that medical device organizations and products that are manufactured in Vizag could actually comply with Australian regulatory approvals to fast track that. Something that regulatory agencies here have done very well with China in the last 3 decades. So same applies to building material industry. So there are organizations like Standards Australia, Master Builders Association. Many of them have operating representative offices in various parts of China. And because of that, if you go into any building material hypermarkets, the likes of Rees, Bunnings, so any of these supermarkets where you find building materials, you have a significant influx of Chinese products. And primary reason, because Australian regulators were called into those manufacturing clusters, so that manufacturers who are manufacturing there had significant insight of what is required to get a watermark certification for a Chinese tap to be sold in Australia or a Chinese lamp to be sold here. That is something which is currently missing with India. And more fundamentally, looking at Andhra Pradesh as such, something that we've done very well at that capital is not to invest in India but invest in Bharat. So Andhra is a real definition of Bharat. So and something that I share very commonly with many of my tech entrepreneurs here, Australian tech ecosystem is already significantly late in embracing Indian tech employment scene. So don't go and compete for talent in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, where it is significantly overcrowded. Go for new age cities like Vizag. Go for new age cities like Coimbatore. So on that note, may I be bold enough to ask you, sir, that you put a reference white paper in front of the government to say that to create an Andhra Australia Global Capability Center as a single center of excellence for all Australian technology companies to have a global capability center out of Vizag, so that every Australian company is based in a single city, and all these technology companies who are significantly late entrants compared to the Fortune 100 companies out of America are possibly discovering talent out of Bharat rather than hunting for talent out of India. Thank you.
I think two specific asks. One, AMTZ is a great example of vertical integration and the cluster approach, right? So we got the vertical bit down. Now I have to work on the horizontal, which is the entire skills, the education, and of course testing, certification. And that's something that we take strong feedback on. The same initiative we need to do in the aqua sector and various other sectors. So I'll work with my counterparts in the Australian government, and we'll put out a paper out there, and we'll figure out this journey together. And that's something that we're going to do. Competing with other states, I think I'm doing a half decent job. I'm getting called names for doing it. But that's okay. I mean, again, I come back to the point that if states compete, India wins. Bharat wins. And that's new India. So competition is very good. As long as it's healthy, I think, we can take the country forward. Makes us sharper, makes us hungrier. And states that are complacent will end up losing. And Andhra is not going to be one of the complacent states. If you know Mr. Naidu, and you know him better than me, so he's not going to let us be complacent.
So my father rolled out Janmabhoomi and Aksharashmi from the ground. He's a college principal.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he lost his college in previous government when they took away the government-aided program.
So you're a victim. Okay.
So our family has been a main funder of the college for more than 45 years in the village.
The aided.
Yeah. So we now have a building with no teachers to teach.
I understand. Yeah. That's one thing we couldn't stop. Unfortunately, I mean, policy was actually done before we actually ended up in. So thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you coming.
Give a round of applause.
I know it's Diwali, and thank you very much for coming here. I'm sure you have to go back, be with your families. I think we'll do it offline. I think a lot of people have to go home. And just because I'm away from my family doesn't mean I take you away from your families. So I think it's very unfair. But happy Diwali, and thank you very much for having me. To the Indian Consul General, thank you, sir, for joining us. He's been a great supporter of Andhra Pradesh. Sir was kind enough to be part of the Telugu diaspora meeting we did yesterday. And I think yesterday's event shows raw energy and passion that Australia and Andhra Pradesh can do amazing work together. So I take your feedback loud and clear. I'll take your contacts from the partnership that we're going to forge here. And I'll be in touch. And I look forward from hearing from all of you, and I look forward to hosting you in Visakhapatnam, which is yeah, and Visakhapatnam is a product of. Thank you. So Krishna, you're coming down. That's clear, right? It's an offspring of Bangalore and Goa.
I'm from Kerala, so probably a little bit.
Thank you very much.
you all,
Jai Hind.
If I can hold you back here, Arunaji, a small token of thanks and appreciation, a lot of
thank you.
respect and love from all of us here.
Actually, here all my Telugu Sandhani team is here. We do the Ganesha festival every year from last 12 years. It is on behalf of Ganesha team.
Oh, wow.
And wishing you all the best to remove all the hurdles and bring best out of you.
Next time I'll send you Mangalgiri scarves. My constancy, so thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Small token as well.
Boomerang?
Yes,
Boomerang and
kangaroo,
Everyone will be happy.
koala,
My son wanted a real kangaroo. Back and back.
for Brahmani.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I got something for my favorite person in the world is Chandrababu Naidu. Calendar 2010.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please give him one more.
Always.
Thank you again. Appreciate that. And continue to honor Bob from us. Look forward to forging those strong partnerships. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, we will have time for Please do be seated. Please do be seated. We'll be wrapping the session shortly. Please, if you can be seated, I will invite. Please do be seated. We'll just wrap up the session and there'll be opportunities for interaction and also photo as well. So I invite Dr. S. Janaki Raman, our Consul General, to felicitate and also share his special remarks. Please be seated.
I promise I won't take much of your time. Thank you very much. First of all, thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for coming to the city and to Parliament, having a fruitful discussions, with you. As I always say that there is a momentum between Australia and India, and such visits of ministers with proactive business in mind will definitely be captured in the strengthening our business relationship between India and Australia. The created momentum can be